This is Carl at National RV Detroit, and I'm going to walk you through this 2020 RiverStone Legacy Model 39 RKFB fifth wheel. So I'm on the door side of the trailer, walking towards the rear. Okay. So we have two living area slides, door side and an off door side, and two bedroom slides, door side and off door side. Okay, so let's start right here. This is I would say, let me see if there's hookups here. What do we got here? Yeah, this is a TV compartment. You can tell because you have hookups here for antenna and cable and that sort of thing, and a backer plate here to hang a TV. All right, you've got a power awning on this slide with an LED light strip. As you can see, and I'm sure you know, you have automatic leveling system on it, so you can see that you have it on three sides. On each side of the trailer, you have three stabilizers. Okay, so a total of 6. And another awning here over this section of the trailer, another power awning. Your steps fold into the trailer. If you have to adjust it for uneven terrain, you can pull this pin out here and slide the legs up and down and adjust them as needed. All right, and let me see if I can get this open with one hand without setting the camera down. Nope, let's try it again. There we go. So you got a basement, and you have a refrigerator in the basement. Let's lean in here a bit. On that side, that's your water. You see, you have a red key there to operate each valve. Plus, you have a low point at the bottom. I'll open that side too, and we'll look at it from over there. All right. You have two 40-pounders, it looks like. Yeah, two 40-pounder LPs. Okay, which is a lot of propane. Now this is pre-wired for a generator that fits up front here. Okay, just so you know, you can get one and it slides right in there. Okay, and here we have batteries. So you got dual 27 series deep cycle marine batteries. If you chose to, you can add, it looks like 2 more. They might just take 24s, but either way, you have another battery tray. Okay, which is a good thing. This is your utility closet, in the sense that you've got your water here. That's an inverter right there to invert 12 volt DC up to 110 AC. And then of course there's a converter inside the trailer also. You have a control panel to auto level here, but your main control panel to auto level is inside on the touchscreen panel. All right. Let me see here. Okay. So to configure the water, the valves in the water settings, you have these drawings here, these diagrams. Right now, let's see how we're set up here. We've got, you disregard, let's see. So we got this. So we're set up for dry camping right now. So this would draw from your fresh water tank right now, the way it's set up. It's set up like this one right here. You can see these two valves are down, these two up. Yeah, these two are up. And this one is leaning toward, or pointed towards the rear of the trailer. To fill the tank, for example, this is just a draw from the tank. To fill it, you would change it to this configuration, which is this green would obviously be turned this way, and the blue would be turned the other way. So yeah, you configure it however you want right from here. So even winterizing. So it's a really simple thing. You're just going to hook up to here. This one here is a black tank flush. That'll flush out your black tank or tanks. So you're just going to put your hose at the from the dump station on here. Make sure you leave the black tank valve open when you're doing that, so you don't want too much pressure to build up. So like it says right here, always have the black tank valve open before you turn the water on when you're using the flush. All right, but you can see you got a galley gray tank, a bath gray tank, and the black tank. And this is the kill switch for your battery. So you can disconnect the battery from right here or batteries from right here if you put it into storage. So that's a neat thing. And then of course this is just to spray things down. You got a little sprayer that clips onto there, quick connect, and those are your cable and satellite throughs to the inside of the trailer. All right, see if I can get this one-handed. Not with such luck. Let's try it again. Yep, there we go. Okay, so you should have hydraulics under here. Let's look. Yes, your hydraulics and your reservoir here. That is your low point drain, like I said. This is the manifold for your water. To actually turn them on and off, you have a key here, that red key to operate them, but the low point, it's just a regular valve. The sprayer for that, the one I just showed you where it hooks up, this is the sprayer there. You hook up there. All right, so this is a tankless water heater. Yes, it is. So the two power-ons, the lower one, I believe it's the lower one, is an economy setting, and the other one is standard. Well, you have to look in your manual to see for sure. It probably says it down here actually. But anyway, those are your switches to operate it from the outside. But there's also going to be switches inside on your control panel. Okay. All right. There we go. And this is the second black tank flush, so I would think this is probably for the lavatory. The one in here in the closet up there is for your up front bathroom, the main bathroom. But the powder room this would be the black tank flush for that one. All right. Okay. So moving along, you got your fresh water drain is under there. Okay, so basically the dishwasher shutoff is behind this panel. That's the only thing you have to know of here. Keep in mind that all the screws in this trailer, everything's a number 2 square-headed screw, so you need a screwdriver and or an adapter for your drill that has a number 2 square head drive on it. All right, your power cord is a 50 amp power cord, right? And the switch to operate it is right there to reel it in. Okay, so it's power, which is good because it weighs a ton. And this is the shut off for your ice maker and your refrigerator, just so you know that that's where it's at there. All right, that's simple enough. Now you have a ladder to get on the roof, which is good because you want to inspect the roof of this trailer like every other trailer at least 3 times a season. So you figure in the spring and in the fall, and then once in the middle of the summer, you're going to go up there or have somebody go up there and look around at all the seals. Make sure none of the sealant, the lap sealant up there is separating or cracking or pulling away. Sometime you're going to see some area that needs to be touched up, so you got to take care of that immediately. That's very, 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 very important. You have to inspect your roof regularly and have it sealed the first time you see any issues, okay? Also, while we're looking up, you have a backup camera, obviously, and there's a monitor panel that'll go in your tow vehicle, and when you turn on your running lights, basically, it'll light up the camera so you can see behind you when you're backing up or going down the road. And of course, this receiver just handles 300 pounds. All right, so let's head inside here. I think I've pretty much covered everything halfway decent out here. Let's go inside and see what's happening. Okay. All right. Okay, so just while I'm looking at this is equipped with a Wi-Fi range extender with a router. I'm going to have to find that for you because honestly, when I looked through it before, I didn't think of looking for it. So we'll stumble upon it eventually when we're going through it. Okay. So here's your control panel. Let me get up here. So first of all, I told you that you can invert power with this one. I'm sure the inverter in here operates the refrigerator. I haven't read that, but that's generally the way it goes, so I've got no reason to think otherwise. So to invert power, which is basically turning the 12-volt DC stored in your batteries, converting it to 110 AC. So you just turn it on like that and you start inverting. Like I said, the refrigerator will definitely be hooked up to the inverter. So when you're pulling it down the road, your alternator on your tow vehicle is charging the batteries, and the batteries are being inverted from 12 volt DC to 110 AC to power your refrigerator. Okay, this is for your tankless water heater here that controls inside. Okay, keep in mind there's a manual for every appliance in here, and most of the components too, all in your packet, so you'll be able to read up on them. This is just your power center here. It just tells you what's being used. Right now you have a 50 amp system, but we're hooked up to 30 because that's what we have here at the shop. So it's telling you that it's a 30 amp system. AC front and mid, AC rear powered, 23 amps, and back to a 30 amp. So it just gives you an idea what's happening with the power system. All right, so keep in mind now with this touch panel, you can get the app for your phone, and it has all the numbers here to log in and do everything you need to do if you got the app. So all right, so I'm just going to push select here to light it up here. Okay, so right now, you know, you're going to have to learn about this yourself. You may know all this stuff already. You may know more than me, I don't know, but I'll just give you the basic rundown. The leveling system, it's leveled right now. So you can see right here, if you were to auto level it, which is already auto leveled, you see that it's lit up there and it's just red in the middle. None of the other numbers are, or none of the other directions are highlighted. So we're leveled. You would just push auto level, right? And then if you go to auto hitch is basically will set the front end height, the hitch height on the front end, to the last previous height. So if you took it off your tow vehicle, it'll return the front of the trailer to that height the last time you unhitched it. Okay, it only remembers one hitch level, so it'll go back to the previous time that you unhitched it. Okay, then you can scroll through this. There's there's manual modes, auto retract, so on and so forth. You can just scroll through them all if you choose to. After I said that, let's see, there we go. Guess we're all the way up on it. It's telling me that it's auto leveled already. I didn't mean to push that, so there we go. So you can scroll through it. Now it's important, it'll tell you on here the voltage in your battery. 13.3 is what you want. This will not level with low voltage. That's the main reason you have two batteries, because the leveling system has to have full voltage to operate properly, just so you know that. That's why they're telling you what the voltage is right here. Okay, then we can just scroll through. It's pretty self-evident. You can do all the slides are here. I mean, I won't bring them all in or anything, but I'll show you. You can see all the slides. You would just actually I got the lights there, sorry. Oh, okay, I pushed the wrong one there. Okay, so you can see you got the bedroom slide, door slide, off door side slide. So door slide here, off door side over there, and if you were to select it, it'll just have the extended retract buttons. So you can go through the whole panel, and it's pretty self-evident what everything's for. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing; it would take me forever, but you get the idea. Okay, let's see. Let's move up here because I'm thinking the range extender and the router, if in fact it does actually have one like it says, would probably be up here. Let's see here. All right, you got some remotes. This one is for your fireplace. Now your fireplace works on 110 AC, and both fireplaces, they have a fan on it to use it for a space heater. Let's say you wanted to just get the chill out of the room and use it in the morning or in the evening or both. You can actually run this as a heater instead of using up your LP. You can save your LP for cooking or for heating if it's really cold outside, things like that. So you can select the fan speed, low, high, and off. Temperature, you can adjust the look of the flame, all that sort of thing, okay? And then of course your other remote for your TV set. All right. Okay. Let me just walk through a little bit more here so I can see what I'm seeing here. Okay. You got self-closing drawers, which are kind of neat. I guess for a trailer this nice, it would have to have that, huh? This is another panel that basically tells you what's happening in this zone. So you've got the solar charge controller here. Right now it's 13.6 volts, but let me read this switch really close here. Volt, amp, battery type. Okay. So right now you're getting 9.0 amps, or 8.9 at this point, right, from the sun. Auto 13.6. So basically 8.9 amps is being taken from the sun and put into your battery, which is a good thing. And this just tells you what kind of battery. He hasn't set the battery on this one. This is not an AG, or maybe they are. No, they're not AGMs, which are gel batteries. They probably would be called flooded. I'll see if I can correct that before we leave. Usually you just press it and hold it. Let me see if that happens right. Nope. I'll have to read the directions. When all else fails, read the directions. But the battery, generally you have to set the battery manually, is what I'm saying. The battery type manually. This here is a sensor for climate control, just so you know what it is. All right, let's go back a little farther, see what we can find. Okay, this is all self-explanatory. I still don't see the router. I bet it's in here. You want to bet? I should not bet because, you know, I've got no reason to believe it's here, but I'm just, let's see if I can find a switch here. Yeah, there is the router there, so it is actually in here. All we need is a switch to turn it on. Maybe it's outside the closet. Oh yeah, right here. Okay. So, you got a Dyson vacuum, rechargeable. And there is your router. Now this router is connected to an antenna on your roof that extends the range of your public Wi-Fi. So basically you have to read you'll have a card in your paperwork that tells you all the pertinent information about let's say with this router you'll have to go to an IP address in order to see what the router sees, right? So you'll hook all your devices, you'll put the password for all your devices, your phones, your tablets, what have you, into your devices, the password to access the router, right? Then all you'll do is when you get to a campsite, you'll basically go to the IP address, you'll select the public campground Wi-Fi. If they've got a password for it, you'll put that in there. So all you have to do is connect this router to the internet world, and all your phones and devices will connect to this automatically. So it makes it simpler. Plus it has a built-in firewall. Plus, like I said, it's a range extender, which will give you really, really much better public Wi-Fi. Okay? All right. So that's that. I got lucky when I said it was in here. If I could just do that and win the lotto, I'd really be set. But my psychic skills don't go much past the range extender. So. All right, so the toilet, they both work the same way in the sense that you've probably owned trails before, you got something this nice, but I'll go through it anyway because I don't know. You can't use this when the black tank is dry or empty and it doesn't have chemical. So you have to have chemical in it and a little bit of water to start off with. So you'll pull in the campsite, you'll level it, you'll plug it in, you'll hook up the water, and then you'll come in here and you'll take your chemical, whichever chemical you're using, and you put one dose right in there. Then you'll step on the pedal and water will come out like it is and start filling it up. And basically you'll stand on it to put about a gallon or so of water in the black tank. The black tank is directly below. So you're putting your chemical in there and a little bit of water to get started. Then you're all set for as long as the tank is being filled and filled. Let's say you're going to stay on the same campsite and you have another week. So you would dump your black tank, but then because you're staying another week, you'd come in and repeat the procedure. Your chemical and about a gallon or so of water, 2 gallons tops, somewhere in there. Okay. Also, all the plugs are wired through a GFCI. You've probably got another one in the kitchen area. So even if you plop the one outside, it's going to be one of the GFCIs in here that you reset. Because even though there's only 2 actual GFCI duplexes here. All the plugs are wired through one or the other one. So, okay. All right. Now this bed maybe, let me see here. Let's push the button and find out what we've got here. Let me see for a handle. Okay. So you got storage under here with 2 chairs. And is that another tabletop? I bet you that's the insert for the table, the leaf insert. Okay, and 2 other chairs. All right, cool. Excellent trailer. Everything about it is perfect. You know, they used to, years ago, you either had a masculine looking trailer or a feminine looking trailer. It was blue with flowers on the wall, or it looked like a 1970s suburban basement. Those were your 2 options. But they've got so good at splitting down the middle, so it's neither masculine or feminine. It's kind of neither or both, whichever way you want to look at it. And it all has to do with how you trim it. You know, they're totally neutral. It's a neat thing. Okay. So this toilet works like the other one does, but back here you got your washer dryer. All right. You'll have to read the directions on your washer dryer. You have power vents up here, so it's got a remote here. So you just basically, if I turn it on, it'll open it up so they can hear it and turn it on. And you can set the fan speed and everything you want from here. All right, I'm just gonna shut it down here, and it'll close. It's shut off. You can see it closing now. So that's a good thing. You don't have to bring your ladder with you just to turn on the fan. Okay, so you got some theater seats here. These, you take the cushions off of these, and it's a trifold bed. So you're going to grab it here, pull it out, set the legs out, and then fold the back panel down, and you got a trifold there. And I assume this one is a trifold also. So there's 2 more beds. Great. And of course the leaves, I would imagine, go in here, this area right here, I would think, to extend the table out for dining. You got your dishwasher here. Your range, let me see how this one works. You probably push them in. It first of all has lights on it. Everything's got to have a blue light these days, you know, that's the latest thing in the RV thing. So anyway, you're going to go to high and then you'll push it in. I don't know if he turned the gas on, it doesn't look like it, but it would light if the gas was on. And the oven is the same way, right? So, and then of course the oven knob is over here, and you do have an oven light also. Very nice actually, it's got that industrial look to it that everybody likes with the stainless steel and the big grates on it. Cool. I can't let my wife see this or she'll want one in the house just like this. It's actually very nice. So anyway, you have your microwave here, and it has vent here and light, so it actually vents the range out the side of the trailer, which is cool. Your refrigerator, like I said, it inverts. That's what that inverter is for, is to keep this thing running when you're pulling it down the road. One thing you have to remember, you got this thing here. You don't want your doors to get damaged, so we have to look, and here, it looks like it screws in right down there. So when you're traveling, you want to just take this thing here and screw it right in there, and it holds the bottom freezer drawer and the two French doors in place. So that's important, or otherwise you're going to get dings in your stainless steel doors. Okay. Well, it's got a tin ceiling. Nice. Very nice. This is your packet. Like I told you, there's a manual for every appliance in here, so you can always read up on them that way. This is the rest of your backup camera here, your monitor panel. We'll show you that when you get here to pick it up. Okay. You got this under counter or under cabinet accent lighting, which is really nice. Also, this is your carbon monoxide and LP gas detector. I'll set it off for you. I'll put the self-test through so you can hear it. It'll go through one more self-test for carbon monoxide, and then back to green. It should always be green. If it goes off, obviously you're going to take everybody outside, shut the gas off at the front, and figure out what's going on. It'll detect carbon monoxide buildup or LP gas. Also, if it beeps very slowly, it's telling you that your batteries are low. All right. But the bottom line is it has to be green like that. Otherwise, you get it serviced because you don't want to be without it. It's very, very important. So that's your LP gas and carbon monoxide detector. There's one other thing in here somewhere that I haven't showed you, probably because I haven't found it yet. It's your, let's see here. Let me look around. Let me look and see what this is just for the heck of it. The storage, okay. All right. Oh, here it is over here, okay. This is your power converter. So we talked about inverting 12 volt up to 110 AC. This does the opposite. It converts 110 AC down to 12 volt DC. So you've got regular household circuit breakers here, and they're all labeled. This is for all the AC appliances that have to be AC, like the air conditioners or the microwave, things like that. And then the rest of the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here, and you have regular 12 volt fuses there. If any of these fuses blow, they'll light up, and you can see them through this tinted plastic here. Also, while you're plugged in, this converter will charge your batteries. It'll sense how much energy that they need, and it'll send, if they're totally charged, it'll just trickle up a couple amps. If they're low, it'll send 10 amps or whatever it needs to keep them charged. So this one converts power. The switch over there, or no, where? Sorry. Let me look around for it. I've seen so many switches here. I think it was in here actually. Yeah, and this one is the inverter. So, like I said, I believe the only thing on the inverter is probably your refrigerator. Okay, so I think we've got it here. The fit and trim looks really good. I see a lot of trailers every day. This one looks excellent. Oh, I did forget something. Okay. You have a sound bar, obviously. You have this doohickey here for storage. Don't forget to clean that out, Amanda. And there you can play discs. You got Bluetooth, you know, everything you need. You can stream off USB here, so you could bring all your favorite albums with you on a stick, or you can even put movies on them or video, which is a cool thing. And then you'll have different speaker zones inside and outside, that sort of thing. And you've got another fireplace. We already went through the fireplace in the front. It works the same way. These are all your remotes, by the way. Your soundbar remote, which will have Bluetooth and all that stuff on it. And then you have TV, and this one would be your radio. I guess you'd call it a radio. Your the one that takes the discs and it plays AM, FM, plus it has the USB on it, and that's your fireplace there. So you got enough remotes between this and the bedroom. You got let's see, you got 6 of them at least. So good luck. Good luck for keeping track of them all. So, okay. So that's going to be it then. So I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer at National RV. By the way, this is to dim the lights here. Thank you for purchasing your trailer at National RV Detroit. And if you have issues, you let us know and we'll take care of you. If you got questions, we'll answer any questions we can. Like I said, there's a lot of literature that comes with it. Plus, you can always use online manufacturers' videos, which are an excellent way. Just write down the appliance, the manufacturer, and the model number, and you'll be able to find all kinds of good stuff on it. So, okay. So thank you very much, and don't forget to winterize this in the wintertime. And don't forget to inspect your roof at least 3 times a season. Thank you.